You know, sometimes the stories that stay with us the longest are the ones we don't just read, they're the ones that show up exactly when we need them the most. And for me, Harry Potter wasn't just a series of books I enjoyed when I was younger, it became a lifeline at a time in my early 20s when everything in my life felt like it was falling apart. So today, I want to talk about why I love Harry Potter, and most importantly, why these books still mean so much to me. In my early 20s, it was safe to say I wasn't in a good place. Not at all. I tore my rotator cuff, which absolutely ruined my day to day schedule. As being a postman and going to the gym every day, I obviously needed my shoulders. My brother had moved away, and he's the person that I'm closest to in my entire family. My girlfriend at the time broke up with me, so as anyone can imagine, that completely knocked my confidence. And then to top it all off, because of all the stress that was going on, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. So mentally, physically, I just felt gone. Working as a postman, I used to listen to music on my round to help me get through it. And I seen Audible and I thought, why not try that? When I opened Audible, I looked at the top 10, not sure what I was looking for. A self help might maybe help me, seeing as though what I'm going through, a thriller, or perhaps a fantasy series. But then I saw them, the Harry Potter books. And all these memories just came rushing back. Staying up late, turning pages, racing through the chapters, being obsessed with the world, that feeling of magic that you only really feel when you're younger. So I just thought, why not? I loved them when I was younger. Maybe I can get back into them again now. So I downloaded The Philosopher's Stone and put my headphones in. And here we go. It didn't take long. Honestly, within the first few chapters, for something inside me to shift, there was this warmth, this coziness, this feeling of familiarity that hit me in a way I didn't expect. It felt like coming home. It felt like walking into the Gryffindor common room on a cold night. That mix of safety and nostalgia and childhood wonder. And I realised quickly, this wasn't just nostalgia. These books actually meant something to me. I'd forgotten how magical it is to experience the wizarding world slowly unfold, how Hogwarts almost becomes a character itself, how even the smallest details, the feasts, the classes, the friendships, feel alive and comforting. Every morning doing my route, listening to Harry Potter became the thing I looked forward to. I'd end up actually working days off just so I could stay in that world longer. My mind stopped racing, my anxiety eased, and for a few hours every day, everything that was happening in my real life faded away, and I was just in Hogwarts. Harry Potter isn't just a story, it is a safe place. These books have captured the perfect balance of adventure and comfort, the darkness and the danger, but also the warmth, the friendships, the loyalty, the bravery. They reminded me that even when life feels completely overwhelming, there's still room for magic, there's still room for hope, there's still room for that childlike belief that the world can surprise you in good ways. And when you're going through a bad time, that's exactly the kind of reminder you need. The characters, Harry, Ron, Hermione, they don't just fight monsters, they deal with loss, loneliness, fear, uncertainty, all things I was feeling at the time. And yet they push through it with courage, humour, and love. That resonated with me deeply. Listening to the series during that period did more than just distract me. It genuinely helped me heal. It gave me structure, something to look forward to each day at work, comfort, a place where things made sense, where friendship stayed strong, an escape, a world far from medical tests, breakups, injuries, inspiration, characters who reminded me to keep going, even when everything felt stacked against them. And honestly, it gave me joy. Not the big fireworks kind of joy, but the small, warm, steady kind. The kind that slowly puts piece of you back together. How I imagine Expecto Patronum must feel to cast. And that's really why Harry Potter still means so much to me, even now as an adult. It's more than nostalgia, it's more than a great story. For me, it represents comfort, a sense of safety and warmth at a time when I needed it more than anything. It brought back that feeling of magic in the world at a point where my own life felt anything but magical. Every time I go back into the books, I'm reminded of how they helped me through one of the hardest periods of my life. And to me, that is the real power of stories. You never know when one will show up at exactly the right moment and change something inside you. So that's why I love Harry Potter. Not just because the characters are iconic or because the world is incredible, though they are, but because it genuinely helped me when I needed it most. It reminded me that even in dark times, there's always a little warmth, a little wonder, a little magic in the world. And when a story does that, it becomes more than just a book. It becomes a place you can always return to, a home.